and I are in Furnace Creek in Death Valley National Park. It's one of our very favorite parks to come to. We're here on an absolutely beautiful day. The weather's going to be gorgeous all weekend long, about middle 60s during the day and the low 50s, early 40s in the evening. We're going to do a little camping and a little photography, and we intend to take you along with us. I hope you enjoy the show.
We've just parked here on a little pull-off on the Westside Road, not too far from the main highway. And we're going to walk down a little ways to where there's a bit of a low spot on the road and some really interesting formations. Some people call this area the Devil's Speedway.
Here's the shot that we're setting up right now. As you can see, I've moved from a typical landscape to a portrait mode to get the long leading line of the salt going out towards the mountains. So Corinne's busy putting on her filters. She's getting ready to use her wide lens to shoot. I'm using the 24-70 and she's going to try the 18-35 tonight. So what are you going to try to do, Corinne? What's the purpose of using the wider lens?
I think that if I use a wider lens, I'm going to get more of the foreground appearing closer and larger to the front of the camera, and I'll still be able to get a nice shot of the mountains in the distance.
Well, the color's finally filled in, and it's just turning out to be an absolutely gorgeous night. The clouds are actually even reflecting off the salt flats here, so the salt is getting a little bit of the pinky yellow colors that are coming in over the mountains and the clouds. So having a lot of fun shooting shots here tonight, and it's just been a beautiful evening.
We're out here at the Devil's Cornstalks. It's about 20 minutes before sunrise. Of course, with the mountain range surrounding Death Valley, the sunrise is a little bit delayed. And we got a little bit of color over there by the sun. And what we're doing is looking for a good composition where we can find one of these cornstalk features that's somewhat isolated from the others. That makes a better composition than having a lot of clutter. It's just a little bit of cloud out there today. And there's Sean finding a new spot. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise. Just a little bit of high cloud up there. And we're just getting some lovely pink and peach tones in the sky. The best color is usually before the sunrise happens, so it's always good to set up about 30 minutes before sunrise.
I'm out to the cornstalks this morning to do morning light. And it's just turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous morning. The light coming up over the mountains in the east is just absolutely beautiful this morning, and getting some very nice shots out here. So, Green, tell us what you're doing.
So I've done some earlier compositions where I isolated a single corn stalk. In this one, I found 3 that are kind of lined up in a row, leading off into the distance. And there's some nice foreboding low blue clouds, as well as a little bit of colored clouds higher up in the sky. So I'm making a composition with that perspective going back. And we're just starting to get a little bit of light on the mountaintops back there now.
Yeah, and so tell us a little bit about your settings and the filter you're using.
So I've got ISO 100, I'm at f16, and I have a 3-stop soft filter to kind of reduce the intensity, the brightness of the sky, and balance it out with the foreground of the corn stalks.
So, do you think this might be the best time we've ever been here?
Yeah, we've come to the corn stalks probably a half dozen times and generally not got very good light. It just, the sun rises and it's too stark and contrasty. So this has been the nicest morning we've tried.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, back to it.
Well, we've had a great morning of photography. We're just starting to finish up here as the sun gets quite bright on the corn stalks. Then we're going to pack up, have a little something to drink, and probably head on the way to the Eureka Dunes. Driving today. Where are we headed, sweetheart?
We are going to the Eureka Dunes, which is the very north end of Death Valley. You have to drive up to UBE Crater and then continue on Big Pine Road, and it's a lot of dirt road.
Yep, about 40 miles of dirt road today, we understand. So,
we've been told the road is in pretty good condition. There has been a lot of rain recently.
hi folks. Well, we're at the Eureka Dunes, and we're about to go up there to find a good spot to do some
sunset photography. It's going to be a bit of a significant exercise to get to the top, and probably tire us out a little bit because we haven't done much of it lately. So looking forward to it, and when we get set up, we'll talk to you again.
Here we are. We've come to the top of the ridge that we intend to use for our photography location. Way down there is where our truck is camped, and we've climbed up this dune, and we think this is going to be our spot for the night. Looking uphill, there's a nice ridge line going to a peak, almost pyramid shaped, and looking to the south, we have a series of dunes that are in a north-south direction, pointing to the mountain peak with snow on it.
So the beautiful colored light actually came in behind us instead of in front of us tonight. We were up early the next day, and to our great surprise, the light was absolutely beautiful, and here are the photographs that resulted. Well, this brings us to the end of our adventure to Death Valley. We would really appreciate it if you liked this video to hit the little like button, give us a thumbs up. If you enjoy our material, please subscribe. And to know when we post videos, hit the little notification button. And always, don't hesitate to leave us a comment. Bye for now.